So this video is meant to show you how to connect your relay to your extension board and to an LED. It's a little trickier because your relay has 6 pins. There are the traditional pins that we've been using in the past. Hope I should get a pen. Where I've got the positive, negative, and the signal, which is similar to our digital input pin. And then I have 3 pins on the other side, and they don't look like normal pins because they're actually holes. So I'm going to have to use a different kind of wire to plug the pin or the wire into those pins. So I've got my little legend over here that shows me how I'm going to connect my relay, my LED, and my extension cord. It's a little tricky because this is the first time that we are connecting multiple things to each other, not just everything to the extension board. So I've got a little table there. I'm going to try to keep track with my colors, both on my drawing, my schematic, and on my table. I'm going to start with my S pin on my relay, and that's going to connect to pin number 2 on my extension board. And then I have my positive and my negative on my relay, and those are going to connect to the VCC and the ground. Now I'm going to connect the other side of my relay to the different components. So the first thing I'm going to connect is my normally open, my NO pin, to the VCC on the extension board. Next, I'm going to connect the COM pin on my relay to the LED's VCC. I'm not going to connect anything to the normally closed pin on the relay. And the last thing I have to connect is my LED in pin to the ground on the extension board. So I know that's a lot of wires, but hopefully it's clear, and I'll show you the physical setup. Okay, so this video is meant to show you how you can connect your relay module to your extension board and also connect your LED module. Now remember, your relay module has the standard pins that you use, the wires we've had before with the holes, but you're also going to have to use the different wires because of the pins on this side are holes. They're not necessarily output pins. So you'll need to find the wires in your kit of wonder that have a hole on one side and they have a wire on the other side. Okay, so just slight difference. And these would just kind of connect into these parts here. Now, if you find that the hole here is not big enough to push that wire in, you may need to get a small screwdriver, and you should have one from your electronics kit with the light bulbs, and you would just open it up a little bit, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and start with my traditional pins here. My S pin here on the bottom is going to get connected to pin number 2. And then my positive and negative are just going to connect to my voltage and my ground pins on this side. Okay, so I have this part of my relay connected to column 2 here on my extension board. Now I'm going to go ahead and start wiring the other side. I'm going to have my NO, or my normally out, be connected to my VCC on my extension board. So again, I've got to use this particular pin. Then I'm going to wire the common to go to my LED, and that's going to go to the VCC on my LED. And lastly, I'm going to connect my in from my LED to the ground on my extension board. So physically, my LED is wired from a low voltage to the LED, to the relay, to a high voltage. But remember, the relay is going to act like a switch, and it's going to basically connect these 2 pieces or not connect those 2 pieces, depending on how I've written my code. So I wrote my code such that when it is on, let me connect my microbit, and you'll hear the relay click on and off because of how the relay actually works. It's an electrical switch that causes a little thing to toggle up and down. And then I'll give it some power. And I wrote my code to actually display the value of the relay on the microbit board. So when my LED is on, it displays a 1, and when my LED is off, it displays a 0. And you can physically hear the relay turning on and off. So that's how you wire a relay. Hope you have fun with it.